doing?
No idea.
So I'm just going to give it a minute for it to tell us whether
Yeah.
we've got anyone. At the moment it says 0. So I'll guess I'll wait a little minute longer. Otherwise, we'll be talking into the void.
Lana is here. I saw a
Oh,
message.
Lana's here.
Yay.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good
I'm just going to
timing.
move this thing.
Thank you for joining us.
Sorry I'm late. I had to move my whole computer from the lounge or area to my bedroom. So
that is okay. Yeah. We only just were turning on.
Yeah, literally.
When you were there, we were like, we'll just wait and make sure that there's anyone here. Lana's here.
Yeah.
So, and we have Erin. Hello, Erin.
Hey, Erin.
Hi.
And yeah, say hello if you are out there as well. Oh, your message. I just noticed this message. I forget that there's a private chat part.
I only saw it because it came up with the 1, and I was like, why would Mel send me a message right now?
That makes no sense. Hi, Eli.
Hey, Eli. Hey, Ash.
Hey.
How is everybody today? We were just talking about cats, actually.
Yeah, we were, because we have. Look at him looking so majestic.
So majestic. Look at that face. So cute.
He is.
Our cats had a little bit of a traumatic day today because they when they opened the borders and allowed people from other states and also COVID into Tasmania, we stopped doing our regular Monday night movie nights, and so when on Monday night movie nights we almost always had so one person come with she's now almost 2 and a year old, and then another person started coming with their baby who was a year younger, and then Tanya got a dog, and so she started bringing the dog, and the cats were just like, what in the hell are you doing? But we've stopped doing that. And so then anyway, today our friend and the almost 2-year-old came around for coffee and cake this morning, and the cats were like, we thought we were done with this, we thought we were over this.
Yeah.
And now but Peanut was very brave. She came out and hung around and allowed the small human, to pat her and everything. But the rest of the cats were just like, hell no.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No way. And because she's tiny, she's the tiniest toddler you've ever seen. So she still can't really climb up on things very well. I mean, because she's just so small. So the cats are mostly fairly safe, but they're still just like...
But soon.
But soon, exactly. But she's fully mobile, wandering around. Cat, kitty, 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 kitty. She's obsessed with cats. Kitty, kitty. Anyway, and here is someone else.
Watching. He's just, he's never really been the star before, so he's just
now's his chance.
Yeah, best used to it. While Perse is wherever he is.
Libby's grandpa is supreme grand champion, whatever show dog, and when we met him, he would just constantly stand proudly and gaze off, and this is like he was on a mountaintop. No,
yeah, that's
awesome.
I can just.
He's watching the screen right now, very intently. I'm just waiting for the paw to come out
and to close the laptop. No, not today. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody. Rowan and I have this thing where we started talking about how the cats think we're just obsessed with rectangles, because everything that we use is a rectangular shape, so you got sitting there reading a book while Mum's got her rectangle, sitting there on your phone, our Dad's got his rectangle.
Yeah.
And they always want to be in between you and whatever you're doing, so they're oh, there's a rectangle, let me stand in front of your rectangle.
Yeah. He's watching it so intently right now that I'm just It's so cute, but like I'm just waiting for something terrible to happen.
He's like, what is it about this rectangle that's so interesting?
I think he's just watching us move and he's like genuinely confused as to like how there's like things moving on this rectangle.
I don't understand what is happening.
Yeah.
Aw, poor Percy.
Yeah. He's off somewhere.
Don't naughty Eli. You can't just be here for Fletcher. You have to be here for both of them.
Yeah.
So
I literally haven't introduced
anything. Move. There's my cow.
Cow friend.
With all of her other friends.
Cow friend is
back here. And the little girl, the little 2-year-old was very excited about all the toys. Teddy bear. Possum. It was very cute. So we haven't introduced anything. So sorry, I think that most people that are here right now are used to the chaos.
I feel like everyone knows who we are, why we're here.
And also, it's been a while since we've caught up.
It has. Yeah, exactly.
To be honest. Yeah.
And Marlene has just joined us. Hi, Marlene.
Hey, Marlene.
Are you eating oatmeal, Marlene?
Are you COVID-free here? Marlene had COVID as well.
Oh, yeah. How are you feeling? Hi, Angel.
Hi.
So in theory, we're supposed to be here talking about Lost in the Neverwoods and Caraval. And I say in theory because it has been how many minutes?
It's been a minute.
It's been a few minutes, and we've not yet even said that we're here to talk about books. About to make oatmeal. Yes. Aww.
I feel so lonely and like upset when like on the weekends I'm like, damn, I don't know if Marlene's eating oatmeal today or like what's going on, and like I'll see it on Instagram and I'll be like, but
is there oatmeal?
I know you're reading, but where's the oatmeal update? Like what's going on there?
She refused to make oatmeal the other day when I was on when I was doing a morning sprint for us and it was evening for her. She's like, I don't eat oatmeal in the evening. I'm like, what?
I've actually started eating oatmeal because Marlene has it. And I'm just like, I want oatmeal.
So do you make like Uncle Toby's porridge, or do you source like oatmeal?
I just get Uncle Toby's.
Yeah. I figured
it's a quick one.
Yeah.
Done in a minute. Bang it in and out. Happy days.
Yeah. So I guess we should try and talk about those books. I feel like Lost in the Neverwoods.
It kind of hits me now that we probably should have had like a plan.
When do we ever have a plan?
No,
that would be very off-brand.
People turn up knowing full well that we
have absolutely no idea what we're doing.
So I love you guys, and I love that all of you were turning up. But I have to say, frankly, it's your own fault. You knew what you were in for. If you came here looking for a plan, I don't know why.
Or like any like kind of intelligent discussion, it's just going to be chaos, and then
and cat faces.
Like every now and again, someone will say something.
Excited to switch from yogurt to porridge for winter breakfast! Yay!
Yeah,
psychotic.
I feel like we just need to do a sprint where we all just come on and eat oatmeal for Marlene.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do that.
Her birthday's already been. Dang it.
Whose birthday?
Marlene's. We should do that on her birthday next year.
Yeah,
we should do that.
We'll just have an oatmeal sprint.
Oatmeal sprint for Marlene.
Yeah. Marlene is like, I did not ask for this.
I don't know what is wrong with you.
I don't want to go.
And out.
She just doesn't turn up. It'll be fine.
We're just doing oatmeal sprints without Marlene. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to quietly try every now and then to bring it back to books.
Yep.
Of course. Who actually read the books? How about that? How about we go there?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Lana's putting up her finger. I assume that means you read both of them, Lana.
Yes.
I also read both of them, so we get gold stars. Yay!
I only get
love
a
gold
silver star.
You only get a silver star because
I did not read Caraval.
How far did you get it?
I didn't even start it, to be honest.
Have you read it before?
No.
For some
I
reason,
literally, it's sitting right back there. I could have started it at any point, but I just didn't.
You're like, nah.
I kept being like, I'll start it in like an hour, and then like, yeah.
Something else happened. That's okay. We all have those days.
I'm just reading Erin's comment and like, what?
I'll make ridiculous dessert porridge where I mix custard powder in.
Ooh.
I feel like yes, but also.
Can everyone just like tweet their oatmeal recipes at our joint
Love to read
Twitter account?
Yeah.
People who haven't watched this live show are going to be so confused.
Why is a last read book club talking about?
We're just retweeting all these oatmeal recipes.
That sounds good though. Like I would be down for that.
Yeah, I could see that.
I love custard though.
Custard is pretty good. I would probably mix the custard in with the milk first, and then mix it in with the oatmeal.
Fine.
I didn't read Lost in the Neverwoods, and I didn't like Caraval. So yay!
But you're still here.
But you're here. Thank you.
We love you.
I only read Caraval only because I couldn't access Lost in the Neverwoods. That's fair enough.
Yeah, we had such bad luck with that February book.
I know.
See, I could get that one, but I had to wait like I was like 30th or something in line at my library for Caraval. So I was like, screw it.
Yeah.
I'll just buy it.
Yeah.
It was one of my 23 books, Ellie, that I bought.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about this earlier. that Lana had bought like 23 books this month.
I don't know how many books that amazing people sent me, but I didn't count them all, but I did made a whole video the other day, and I'm like, it's like an hour long. I mean, it's unedited, but yeah. It's like, oh my God, you people are amazing. Look at all these books. And then like 2 days after a few days after my birthday, I took my mum out for her birthday. And we went to a bookstore, and I didn't buy a single book because I kept being like, no, Mel, you've got a giant pile, but you can't. That's so don't buy a book. That would be just
you just got so many that it's ridiculous.
No. You may not have bought them, but no. So thank you all. I've not read Caraval, and I read Lost in the Neverwoods last year, but I didn't want to reread, so it's fair enough. I'm hoping my memory is coming back.
Honestly, I'm hoping that my memory comes back to it.
Right. It was only a month ago, but there's been so many other books.
Yeah.
So many.
I didn't read it, but I've read it before a long time ago. Which one was that, Tracy?
I think that was Caraval.
I put blueberries in mine. Ooh.
When I worked at the gym and I was real fit and healthy, I always used to have blueberries in mine too.
Yum. Blueberries are delicious. Dessert, my favorite thing ever. Hi, Bish. I mean, I read Caraval when it came out. That still counts. I mixed the custard powder in with the milk. Yeah, because it's basically the same milk, sugar, heaps. Yeah. Caraval. What did you actually? Oh, Carvel. It's all right. My brain just automatically switched it. I've read about 5 books this month. Oh no!
Yay!
Sometimes we just need to buy books.
So, yeah, you just got to do it sometimes.
Sometimes you just need 3 people on BookTube just celebrating that and enabling you.
Exactly.
Here, anytime.
Yeah.
I will enable all the book buying you want.
Yeah.
So I guess since all 3 of us read Lost in the Neverwoods, maybe we should start with that one.
Yes.
Yeah. That is what I tell myself every day. You just need to buy. It must be so hard for you, Angel, working in a bookstore.
I know. Sometimes she'll just send me things and be like, "Whoops, I bought 5 books." And
Oops, a daisy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I feel like if I had a job in a bookstore, I don't know if you guys have watched much or any of the Gilmore Girls, but there's this thing in the Gilmore Girls where Rory gets a job in the bookstore and she's got this massive pile of books she wants to buy after like only a day and a half of working there.
Yeah.
And her best friend's like, this job's going to cost you more than you get.
Yeah.
And she's like, totally worth it.
I'd be the one like unboxing books and then like putting them to the side.
Yeah.
Like
one for me.
Actually, when I did work in a bookshop, that's exactly what I did. Was just be like, oh, I'm gonna take that one. Thank you. I'm gonna need you to order another one.
This came in for a customer. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. Not anymore.
It did not. Hi, Lola. That is perfectly okay.
Hi, Lola.
We have barely talked about the books.
Yes, that's what we're talking about now.
We're trying to.
Yes.
We keep getting distracted, but I'm sure nobody minds because we're being distracted talking about book hauls. So, you know.
Yep. Let's all cast our minds back to February, though.
So, Lola, this is a good place to start. Lola rated Lost in the Neverwoods 3-star. I feel like I need to look at the Discord to see what I said.
I said 2 stars. I was not a fan.
Mine was like a generous 3-star.
Yeah.
For Lost in the Neverwoods. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
it was more like a 2.5 though.
I feel like we should open up
like Cemetery Boys better. And I think I haven't read
Cemetery Boys, to be honest.
I didn't say what I put it, but I think
parents just put something about a dog in the Discord, and I'm like, yes. I don't know what this is yet, but yes, thank you.
It's very, very hard. Yes, it would be very, very hard.
Okay.
According to Goodreads, I gave it 2.5. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy Caraval as much as the first time I read it, but it was 3.5 stars on Core Pile. That's still pretty good. I think I gave Lost in the Neverwoods 3 and I gave Caraval 3.5. So I definitely preferred Caraval. But I still enjoyed Lost in the Neverwoods, but I definitely
feel like at the start we were all like really into Lost in the Neverwoods, and then like I've got the like thing open on my phone, and then just like as the chapters go on,
everyone's like,
yeah, see, I did not like it for like the first half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did not like it whatsoever. I was just like, this is the boringest shit ever. She was just bland. She was just so nothing. For me. And it wasn't until about like halfway through that I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. But yeah, I think if this wasn't like a book club read, I would have just DNF'd it halfway through.
Oh yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like I started the other way where like in the first, not even half, but the first quarter, I would like was like, oh, this is kind of mysterious, and I don't mind that it's kind of slow because like I'll, I'm just gonna keep reading it and I like it, and then like I don't know, something like changed and I was like, I do not care about any of this.
I think I actually felt quite similar about the both of them. I thought the pacing was quite strange for both of them.
Pacing was so weird in like Lost in the Neverwoods.
It just kind of like some bits of it really dragged, and I was like, I don't care. Like I don't understand why you're spending so long talking about this, and then other bits it was just bam, 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 and I was like, why did we not spend more time there? That was actually interesting. I did. I agree. I feel bad about when I found the truth of what happened to her brother at the end. I liked that.
I liked that too.
I liked that too, but I still felt like it made me sad, and I think that was probably like one of the only emotions that I had in like.
I didn't even. I kind of felt sad. Yeah. I kind of felt sad, but then I was just like, oh, this is like a little bit of like a thrillery kind of thing. I was like, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
But then, like, I just couldn't give two shits about the rest after that happened.
Yeah.
I
mean, some of it was like creepy as well.
Yeah. I thought the creepy bits were done quite well, but the rest of it was just, and I didn't.
Yeah, I'd love that it would be like really creepy, and then like the next scene would be like so mundane and boring that you're just like,
yeah, what?
Can we go back to that creepy stuff?
Yeah, why are we back here in the garden and like describing all the sounds she can hear again? When we were just doing this quick, creepy, weird walk through the forest, and now we're like, she's got to go to work.
Yeah, like I don't. Cool, I don't care.
Yeah,
but I found that I liked the end. That was probably my favorite part, actually, the end, and the way that the stuff with what actually happened to the brothers and what Peter's purpose was, and it tied it all up nicely. Like all of the stuff that hadn't made sense throughout the book actually made sense at that point. I was like, oh, okay, that actually makes sense. But to a certain extent, though, I still feel like there seemed to be a lot. I mean, I guess because she was a kid, but there seemed to be a lot less reaction of what I would expect there to be if my children disappeared and then for like 6 months and then only one came back. I'd be like,
weird.
It was very weird.
Like, all of their responses were weird.
Like, the whole town's response. Like, I would have thought that.
I mean, obviously, like people process trauma differently, but I feel like it would like only come up when it was like convenient to the plot. And it's like, well, I feel like, if you went missing as a child with your brothers and then you come back and you never know what happens to them, surely you'd be a little bit more, I don't know, worried, cautious, upset. And I'd feel like every now and again they'd be like, oh yeah, and my brothers are missing, and it's like, yeah, they've been missing this whole time while you've just been out doing stuff. And
I was also expecting there to be more suspicion on her. Like, I know she was a kid when it happened, but I mean, maybe not from the parents, but I feel like the rest of the town surely would have been like, Wendy disappeared and never, like, her brothers, like, I don't know.
And then with like the other kids disappearing in like the same kind of way. I thought it would have been more,
like, she kind of made a big deal about the detectives being there, and then nothing really came of it. Like,
you'd think they would have had someone. I mean, again, it's from her perspective. Maybe she didn't notice, but you'd think they would have had someone following her or like checking in a bit more. She's 18 now.
Yeah, she made like such a big deal about them being there. And like, I feel like her parents did as well. And then it was just kind of like, oh yeah, we just wanted to interview you about the time that you went missing and you can't remember anything, and it was years ago. Now kids are also going missing again, and it's like, but you're fine. You're a kid.
Yeah, but no, I'm 18 years old. Like, it was 8 years ago, so I was 10. Like, probably I didn't do anything weird when I was 10, but I could have done.
Exactly. I can't remember, but was she going to like a therapy or something? Because if that was my kid, I'd be like, you're going to shrink until whatever happened to you comes out, and I know what happened to my kid.
I'd be the same.
As long as it's safe, but like still like a baby, I need to know what happened.
Exactly.
But there's no talk about like therapy or anything like that. If anything happened, she was missing for that long, and then there was no like mention of therapy, only her trauma, and it was just I just feel like there could have been more research done into that aspect, because it just didn't read.
Yeah, I feel like it should have just been at least like mentioned, because like, and as well, even if she didn't see a therapist later, surely like when she would have come back, the hospital would have organized that. And like, yeah, they would have like, yeah,
you would think so. Yeah,
you'd think so after like being that young as well. Like,
yeah, it was
they
very
never knew
much
what happened. It was just like, oh, it's okay. We don't know what's happened. You've gone through a lot. It's fine.
Yeah. And it's like, no, I don't think.
Yeah,
that is quite how anyone would have dealt with that.
Happens, but
But it felt like you said before. It felt like a lot of it was plot convenience. Like,
yeah,
like she went missing and her brothers had disappeared, and that's what we talk about when we need to talk about why things are weird. But we don't talk about it when we need her to have the ability to do whatever she wants or run off with Peter or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And yeah, I feel like, I mean, like Lola's commented that like the family were devastated and they're more overprotective of her. But I feel like, again, that's just when it's suited.
Yeah.
So to me, like their sort of how they acted was just more like.
I felt like they checked out.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I feel like they, like, sure, they were sad that their sons were missing, but they'd like checked out.
Like the mum just seemed to have no idea. Not just what her kid was doing, although that as well.
I mean, but at like 18, sure, you're not going to tell your parents like where you're going all the time, like that. But I felt like if I was the mum in that situation, I would have felt so much more anxious about, especially with like all this stuff with the kids going missing again.
Like, if I was her mum and she was my kid, obviously, because I'm her mum, but if my kid came back, they would hate me and want to leave the house ASAP, because I'd be like, no, stay with mummy.
You can't go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere. If you want to go anywhere, I'll come with you. We're the best of friends.
The kid's like
I don't want you out of my sight.
I feel like that's a pretty standard response would be to be like, I'm worried, I'm not going to let you out of my sight. Sort of thing.
Especially when it could have been her. Like she was gone.
I mean, I guess like you said before, Ellie, like people process things in different ways, and you do hear a lot of times about one child dying and and like there's other children still not dead, and the parents just check out, can't cope. So it's not to say that wouldn't.
I mean, it's just realistic, but I just think it would have been nice to have seen, because honestly, sometimes it felt like they were just like fine, like she was like, the mum was just going to work and like doing
like if it was explained more, if there was like maybe like a paragraph or something that mentioned why she thought her mum was like that, or why her dad was like, I mean, obviously yes, but more context, please. If they were like that with more context and like a bit more backstory, then I would have believed it. Because I've seen that. I've seen a mum lose her baby and then check out on the other two. I've seen it happen. Not pretty. But I've seen it happen and I know that it happens. So but there was just no, I needed more to be believable for me.
There was too much time, I think, spent on like running around the woods trying to figure out what Peter was doing, and not enough time spent on some of those family dynamics. But
I think for me it needed just a little bit more of an emotional pull. Because I didn't really feel anything until like the end, and then I felt kind of sad about the boys. Kind of it, but I didn't feel really like engaged.
I felt like the realest emotions in that whole book were at the end with the father. When he looked at his supposed mate. He was like, your mother. Like,
yeah.
That for me was real. I was just like, yes, this.
Yeah.
But everything else. And like the twist was cool. But for me, I kind of would have liked it more if it was a portal fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I think maybe that's because that's what I was expecting. I don't know.
Yeah. I was definitely expecting more of a fantasy element to it than, like, I knew it had that kind of like mystery aspect, but I thought that there was just like a little bit more of a kind of.
And I think that was a marketing thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think because it was sort of sold as like this mystery fantasy thing. So that's what I was expecting. And because
I feel like the cover as well kind of gives you that.
Yeah, it was
like
the cover as well. Yeah, they were like very whimsical and like fantasy-like.
Yeah, rather than like, I feel like maybe they should have just stuck to like dark greens and things like that. Make it a bit more.
Because it was more like fabulism, like there was magical elements, but it wasn't the main thing.
Yeah, it was just like kind of sprinkled.
Ash said that was what she was like when she read Thunderhead. Yeah. I was so checked out by the end I couldn't feel. So that's how the mum was.
Erin is actually the mum, and none of us knew until now.
Interesting that at the end that the Lost Boys and Girls appeared to look after their dead children. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked that.
I liked that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We discussed that. They did question Wendy. The police did question Wendy.
Yeah. I just feel like she made a big deal out of it, and
it was very
limited.
Yeah. Like you said, it just felt like it. Like Aidan Thomas didn't necessarily. He wanted to include all that stuff, but he didn't necessarily do the research, or he didn't necessarily have as much information himself to know what to put in for those bits to ring.
Or his publisher was like, this is too fluffy, just get rid of it.
Well, that's true.
I was going to say, or maybe put it in and then the editor was like, no, don't bother.
Yeah. It's been over like 10 years, we can move on. That's true. But I think because everything was the same, people would have been... I guess it
depends. Like in the town, sure, but like, I think it's different in terms of like the family. So like my mum passed away like 8 years ago, and that's something my family is never going to get over. So I just feel like, I mean, obviously like she didn't go missing, that wasn't in an accident, but it's still like that is just something that you never recover from.
Never going to happen,
So I just feel like I needed more of that emotional stuff.
Yeah. And I think especially because no one knew what happened. Like you hear that.
That would be
that would be just
awful.
Because you have no closure. Like
exactly. Yeah, like it's different if someone's sick or it's like a car accident or something, but to go missing and to never know what happened, surely that's going to be more of a...
definitely. So Lola, I'm getting the impression that you liked it more than most of us, seemingly on the chat. What did you end up rating it? I'm curious. Eli rated it kindly because I love Aidan Thomas. Pacing was definitely off and everything felt a bit shallow, but intriguing things were happening at just the right intervals to get me through. I actually agree with that. I actually like every now and then I'd be like, and then
I got so close to DNFing it so many times, and then like something would happen and I'd be like,
okay, I guess I'll keep reading
for now. And then like eventually I just kind of reached the end and I was like, yeah, cool.
Okay, I'm done. I've read that book now. Hi. That's okay.
Hi, Meredith.
Thank you for joining us. We've just been discussing Lost in the Neverwoods.
That was his
already ready.
Rated 3 stars in Hades, fan of the pacing. Yeah, that's pretty much what we
I think
all
that's
have
what.
been
Did
saying.
anyone like the pacing?
Yeah.
Anyone? This is your time to put your hands up and say yes.
We will not jump on you. You're allowed.
No, we will not. Like, genuinely, like, I would like to know if anyone was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that his debut?
No.
No.
Cemetery Boys was.
Yeah, Cemetery
Which was? Or Cemetery Boys second?
No, I think Cemetery Boys was first. Eli, this is your time to jump in. And also, I think that Aiden Thomas uses they pronouns.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
They,
but
sorry.
Eli, jump in and tell me if that's something that I'm completely making up.
Okay. I voted 3.5 stars. Oh, sorry. It was written before CB, but published after. That actually makes sense. Because it did read a little bit less polished than Cemetery Boys. So that would make sense that they've gone, oh, this person had a really big debut. So we'll publish another of their
Yeah, Eli said he, they. So
he, they.
You're all good.
Okay. Cool. We like the ties between the grief and the Peter Pan canon. I thought that was really interesting as well.
Is anyone here like a big fan of Peter Pan or has read like a few retellings? Because I don't think I've ever read a retelling of Peter Pan before.
I don't think I have either.
Lasting memory of it is like the Disney movie with Jason Isaacs, because I love Jason Isaacs.
Which one is that?
That's the live action one. It's like,
is that the one they filmed in Australia?
Yeah, I think so.
And Lucius is Hook. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's Jason Isaacs. I probably should have led with that rather than his name.
I knew him.
Yeah, he'll always just be Mr. Malfoy.
Yeah.
2003.
Oh, I'll have to look it up.
So yeah, he's Hook. It's got Rachel Hurd Wood, who did quite a few things around that age, as Wendy, and
Okay. Because my most, apart from the actual original book, my most known Peter Pan stuff is either the like Disney Disney cartoon animated one, or Hook with Robin Williams in it.
Oh, looky, I got a hooky.
Yeah.
Actually, I have read another kind of, I guess it's not really a Peter Pan retelling, but I just read A Worthy Opponent by Katie Robert. Which is very different.
You have me intrigued.
But, I really liked that one.
I still haven't dived into the Katie Roberts.
I still feel like you would be traumatized. Like, I genuinely like it. Like, I think someone recommended her to you once, and I genuinely like started panicking because I was like, no,
no, can't do that.
When I was messaging you about it, I was like, how much can I say here? Because I don't want her to think I'm a freak. And then I was like, it's Ellie. All of it.
Yeah.
But just on the fairy tale retellings, sorry, I'm just trying to jump into Amazon to see who wrote it, but there is like a series of the first one's called, is it called Vicious Darlings or something like that? I think they are what's it called? Oh, Vicious as a Darling, Daughters of Neverland by Kim Moreno.
Okay.
So they are like, I think they're like romance. I think. Hang on, let me have a look.
If Angel's still there, I bet she could tell you in like 30 seconds.
I know exactly what you're talking
She'd be like, I've got it, blah, 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 blah. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi, Fletch. I enjoyed Cemetery Boys a lot more than I enjoyed. This is Fletcher. I'm pretending to be Fletcher. Okay.
I was like, what are you reading?
Sorry, no. I voted for it's 3.5 stars, says Lola. Don't get me wrong, there were some slow parts, and really it was a fantasy book other than Peter's Neverland, which is only mentioned a few times quickly. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I think that's fair enough.
Okay. I am screenshotting.
Oh, we have already said all these things. I like the Peter Pan ride in Disneyland Paris.
Yes.
Yes, we will count.
100%.
Not a fan. I didn't like the original Peter Pan much.
No.
Fair enough. I remember I enjoyed it when I read it. But... Sorry?
Wendy always frustrated me.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't like you. Bring back Tiger Lily.
The only retelling I've read was Unhooked. Ooh. Is that one of the Disney villainous ones? Disney villains retelling ones?
I love that you can just see his ears every now and again.
Just these little ears moving around. I've seen a couple of movies though.
Yeah. I know there's like Finding Neverland as well. And I know that like the family was based on like Daphne du Maurier's family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's interesting.
Is that because he knew Daphne du Maurier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like,
is this in Finding Neverland? Sorry.
I don't know, because last time I watched Finding Neverland, I think I was in year 7, and I did not know who Daphne du Maurier was. But I don't think. Yeah.
I've seen Finding Neverland, but not for a really long time. So.
Yeah.
Although I wasn't in year 7, but we won't get into that.
I don't know why we watched it, but like, I'm pretty sure everyone in the class ended up crying.
Apparently it's the one with Jeremy Sumpter.
Yes. He's very pretty as a child. He has very nice eyes. That's my
and like
memory.
A really cheeky grin.
Yeah. He's just like a really cute kid at that age. I think he must be like 9 or 10 or something. Like, maybe
I shall have to acquire him somehow.
I think that was the first movie when I realized that I was old. Because like I think I was still young. But I was just like, that kid's so cute. And then I was just like, did I just think that kid's so cute? And I was just like,
no, dear God,
I'm at that age now where I like can't be like, oh, you're cute. So what is happening? I think I was in high school when it came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I love the movie with Jason Isaacs and Hook.
Yep.
Not really Peter Pan at all. I know the premise, but that's it. Not really read Peter Pan. Sorry, I totally. Sorry, I'm just laughing at just these little puffs.
It's so cute.
My first Katie Roberts arrived today. Ooh.
I did see that on Twitter.
I think I did too, actually.
Which one was it? I haven't seen it on Twitter yet.
Dragon's Bride? Is that the new one? Yeah. It's new.
Oh, there you go. Which one, Erin? Ellie has me as a best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's true.
Excellent.
You're fine, love. You're fine. She can handle it.
Angel, I feel like we need to have chats.
Yeah. So you do a good long so well.
There you go. It's the Dragon's Bride. I just looked at the content notes page and it says 2 peens. Have you guys seen Human Resources on Netflix? It's a cartoon and it's like this other like portal world, but it's all about these different beings that kind of look after different aspects of humanity. So there's like there's logic rocks and love bugs and hormone monsters, and they like take control of not control, but they're like there for all the different aspects of what people do. So like they're falling in love, there's the love bug is there, and if they're super horny, there's the hormone monsters are there, and yeah, it's pretty funny. But there's an addiction angel. I don't know why, but the addiction angel has 3 penises. But he had an accident. Something happened in one of the episodes, and he had to have a penis cut off. He was very upset about it. Anyway, just on the 2 pins thing.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd share that with you.
I mean, like I said, no one's coming here for like intelligent discussions of
no. Fletcher's like, you are coming here for Fletcher, clearly.
He has no idea as well. Like, he's just living his life. My God.
What are you all laughing at? Is it cat? Fletcher, so good.
We're literally crying.
Oh, there you go, Erin. Very quick read, Dragon's Parade. Is it Never King, Vicious Lost Boys #1 by Nikki St. Crow? Lana?
No,
it's not, but I did send her the one.
It's Kendra Marino.
Yeah, I found it, so I sent it. I can bring up the cover on my phone.
It was a real cool cover. I saw the cover and I was like, I have to have this. Actually, I saw the Tiger Lily one first, and I was like, what is this? And so I had a look at it, and so I went and got the first one. But they also do, that one. She also does a
that's cool.
Wonderland one.
Ooh,
cool.
As well. So I want to read all of
they're
them.
indie?
Hey?
Are they indie?
I don't know. I feel like
I don't know. The cover kind of says like maybe not because it's really pretty.
Yeah.
Almost
like,
too pretty.
It looks like really professional.
It
almost
doesn't
too pretty,
say
like you,
in the details. It doesn't say who the publisher is.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Why would they do that?
Bastards.
If I find out that it is, that's going on a certain TBR.
Yes, I agree.
On a certain TBR. I wonder what certain TBR that is.
Yeah. Could never guess.
I wonder. I read the first in the Wicked Villain series last year, and it's definitely not for everyone. My best description of it would be very horny Disney characters.
It is intense.
Lana's like, sign me up. Very horny Disney characters. See, I just don't know.
Like the way that literally just like perked up.
I just don't know if I can like subject the child Mel.
I honestly think you'd hate them, but I think Lana would love them. Like, I genuinely think that you'd be like, "Oh God, what is this?
What is going on?"
Like, yes, 100%. I'm here for this.
I watched Meredith's video Meredith's blog. She read the
Blue Alien theme.
It was so funny. I was like, oh, I don't know if I can read this now that I've watched, because I watched like other people, like particularly Mara from Books Like Whoa, rave about how good these are, and I'm like, are they though? But then watching Meredith, I was like, I just don't know if I can do this to the internet. I don't think I should be allowed to read that book. There you go. Lisa Maxwell wrote Unhooked. Finding Neverland. What was the romance retelling book you mentioned? I think that was the one that you just showed us.
Yes.
The name from Finding Neverland is Gold. Now I need the Dragon's Bride. That's a spin-off, right? From Big Mouth. Yes, I think it might be, but I've never watched Big Mouth. I've only watched the Human Resources. So I don't have any of the context. We're just watching Human Resources and being like, what are we watching? But it's hilarious. Dragon's Bride was really good, but it's a monster romance and not for everyone. Yeah, again, not sure it's a Mel thing. Just checked an indie to me, and there is a Wonderland and Oz ones too.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because usually publishers always have that it's published by blah.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Good morning.
Morning. Welcome to the chaos.
Yes, welcome. My obsession with Wicked Villains is that most Disney villains are queer coded, and it's a bummer to hit them up.
Some of them are like, some of them are like threesomes though, so like
okay.
I'm down with that as long as it's not like.
Well.
Is it like I'm here AF, like just going for a fun time, or are they?
No,
like, actually,
it's like actual.
Oh, yeah. Angel says most of the books in the Wicked series, Wicked villains are queer.
Excellent.
Yeah. Maybe. See, I I feel like maybe I'm more of a fantasy romance because I like Sarah J. Maas's romances. More, but just straight, and I like contemporaries, but just straight romance. I'm like,
yeah,
like it's fine. I don't hate it, but it's just other people, like Chloe, Dead Life Chloe Brown, when everyone absolutely loved it, and I was like, I enjoyed it, but I don't get why this is the best book on earth.
Yeah.
See, I'm like that with contemporary romance a lot as well. Like there needs to be some kind of PNR aspect to it.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been really getting into like contemporary romance lately, but I feel like a lot of the ones I like are like the diverse romances. Because I'm like, at least like it's not just the same as every other romance ever written.
Yeah.
I want something different. I want some disability rep or something.
Yeah.
So maybe who knows? Maybe Katie Roberts would be okay. Maybe it would be different enough that I'd be like, yeah.
Read Erin's next comment. I want to read I want to watch this show.
Yeah.
Finish.
I've seen Erin talk about it on Twitter. Like,
yes, I've seen other people talk about it as well. That sounds.
It's got Taika Waititi in it, and oh my god, what's his name? It's just leaving me right now. But I love them in every single thing that they have ever done, ever.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. It's on my list.
Reese Darby.
Yeah, it's on my list also. Googling spotting this one sounds interesting. The Never King, Vicious Lost Boys, Book 1. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one Angel is just talking about.
Oh, yeah. Reese Darby. There you go. Angel was onto it like immediately.
Yeah.
So we have wandered away.
We're so far away from
because of Peter Pan, which is totally understandable. But it's now nearly 10, so I'm wondering if we should maybe have a brief discussion of Caraval.
We probably should.
Yes.
Yes.
So, what did everyone think about Caraval? Same. I think I was opposite of you and Meredith. I liked it more the more I got into it, whereas you guys seem to dislike it the more you got into it.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was the main characters. For starters, again, they were just annoying as shit. I wanted to slap them upside the head.
I was reading your comments and I was just like, wow. Just like just from starting from like, yeah, it's good to like, I hate this person. I was like, wow, okay, Lana.
I'm really hard on my FMC.
It's fair. It's totally fair.
But yeah, no, she just like it just seemed I think I wrote it in one of my messages. I was like, I know she's young and quite naive and sheltered on this little island with her abusive father, but like surely there would be some common sense in there. And then she just kept repeating like, oh, this is the game. I just need to like do it. And Tala would want me to do this. And then she goes back to taking everyone at face value and being like, and I was just like, shut up. Play the game or don't. I don't care at this point.
Just make up your freaking mind.
Yeah.
And I felt like given that she'd apparently gone through what she'd gone through with her dad, that I don't know, I felt like she'd have more common, like she kept saying, the narrative kept telling us that she'd been through so much and she'd seen liars before and she knew how to deal with liars and she knew what it was like to have manipulative people around and this and that and knew how to what it was to be manipulated, and she could see that coming. And then it's like, yeah, but clearly not, because you haven't this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah, like, and obviously that's the whole point of Caraval, but it definitely was, yeah, it was too convoluted as well. And then Teller was supposed to be like the kind of less intelligent, I thought, the bit more. I thought Teller was supposed to be the naive one, but then she had this whole mastermind that she'd planned with Legend that was like just over the top, and I was like, I just don't buy that at all.
Yeah, how do you go from being like this reckless child girl who is selfish and only thinks about herself to like, yes, I'm going to jump off a building and kill myself because I know my sister will bring me back.
Yeah. And like, what if this sister, I mean, I know she didn't do it till the sister got there, so fair, but what if the sister never got there? Like, what if the sister just went, you know what, Teller's never cared that much about me, I'm just going to run off with Julian. Like,
I think like they, even in that tower, they had like a final test for her, and if she didn't pass it, then Teller wasn't going to jump. But like, it was just, yeah,
too many
like
variables.
I knew that Legend wasn't Legend when he showed up. I was like, that's not Legend, because it was too easy. I was like, why is he just waiting there?
Yeah, I thought the same. Although I was a bit more bought whether Julian. Yeah, I expected Julian to end up being Legend. When that all was like, oh, we see Legend, I was like, yeah, I could buy that. But then when Legend was there, I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah. No.
I'm sorry, I only want to talk about the pirate rom-com. I can't stand talking anything else. Just one pirate.
Honestly, that's fine. Just go for it, Erin.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh no, you bought the whole box set. Okay, block your ears. Block your ears. Yeah, everyone seems to just totally have loved it.
I think it was way overhyped. Yeah.
I do wonder though.
Cool.
Yeah, I
like
was
the
like,
whimsy vibe.
Yeah, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah. Well, yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, but if I wanted, you know, some kind of whimsical circus, I would just go back and read the Night Circus.
See, I have that as well, but I'm like really fussy with my circus fantasy.
Fair enough.
And I've had it for like over 2 years just sitting on my shelf because I was just like, oh, what if it's bad?
It's really it's about Erin Morgenstern's writing. It's not about anything else.
Yeah,
really.
It's the same with like the Style of Sea. It's like you read it for the writing and not so much for what's going on.
Yeah, it's very YA with the two main characters. I'm hoping to read the next two this month just to finish it. Yeah, I thought it was very well. I think that's part of the reason potentially why.
A few years ago, right?
Yeah, I think that probably it came out.
Give me a moment.
Like a few years ago, and potentially everyone that loved it, that read it when they were like
younger,
at the age where they.
And as well, I think people had like, I don't want to say like lower expectations for YA, but like I feel like now there's been some really like incredible ones, and people are looking back at older ones and going,
oh wait a minute,
2017.
So not that long ago.
Not that long ago at all.
Maybe,
but it has a 4.0 average rating on Goodreads.
Okay,
which is extremely good, really.
Yeah.
I
mean, I didn't hate it, but
it was just,
no, it was just kind of a. That's a thing that I read. Like, I don't think I'll bother reading the rest of it, to be honest with you, unless we decide to do it as a book club.
Yeah.
I left most of my rants in the Discord, and the things I liked in the beginning were just coloured, but later, so I don't even remember why I like some bits yet. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lana, I cut you off.
I can't even remember what I was going to say, so it can't be too important.
Everything we say is very important.
Yeah.
It also confused the hell out of me. Yeah, fair enough. What is the upcoming books? That is a good side question.
It is.
I will go through the rest of the comments and then we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Not liking City of Brass and Caraval these last months is making me want to start reading
you.
You didn't write City of Brass. Oh.
I thought City of Brass was more adult.
I think it's new adult.
Okay.
I would class that as new adult.
I haven't read it, so I'm just going off what I've heard. But yeah.
I hope that. Oh, I'm sad. I hope that I like it because I just got it for my birthday.
I really liked it.
Okay.
But I also listened to it as I read it. And that helped a lot. Because at first I tried to read it, like the first 50 pages, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I read it. And then I started again and listening, and I was like, I get this now.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, fair enough. Same. I'm reading more adult fantasy sci-fi at the minute. Maybe a break for YA for a while. Yeah. Not a bad idea. So I think if the 3-star at the end, I will be happy. Fair enough. I think it just depends on your taste as well. Oh, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah. And what experience you've had with different forms of books. Like if you were coming to that as a more contemporary reader and it was one of your first forays into fantasy, it'd probably be
a good book.
Really good. Yeah, and it would be a good intro to YA fantasy, I think. But I think most of us are more fantasy experienced.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's a hard genre to ignore right now. There's just a lot of fantasy in the market.
Yeah, definitely. That's totally fair enough. From memory, the first story in the Mythic Dream anthology is a queer Hades and Persephone retelling fantasy circus setting called Phantoms of the Midway by Seanan McGuire.
Ooh. Yeah.
Why? Okay, who did I see saying something on Twitter a while ago about why is everyone obsessed with Hades and Persephone? Not that I am against reading Hades, but why is everyone obsessed with? That is not a romantic story. That is.
I don't know.
I think it's why, because it was like a dark, traumatic thing, and they're like, but let's twist it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know why there are so many Hades and Persephone.
I think it's just because it started doing well, and now I think even Madeline Miller is writing a Hades and Persephone right now. So I think it's just the thing at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I'd love to see her take on it.
Yeah, it's going to be so different from anything else.
Yeah. City of Brass was 3.5 for me. There was at least one character I couldn't care less about.
I think I know the one.
Caraval was pretty meh. It was entertaining, but all the plot twists and over-the-top plot lines were a bit much. Yes. Who looks a teenager would have liked him more? Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Here for Hades and Persephone. I love Hades and Persephone.
Yeah.
It's been trope to Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, except that Hades is the god of the underworld and he goes to the Greece and he kidnaps a young teenager and takes her back to the underworld, and then her mother has to do a deal whereby she can live in the normal world. It's a fertility winter cult, and I'm done with but here's the literal what the Greeks were doing version of the story. That's why I'm I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I think it depends how it's done as well as to whether it actually works or not.
I mean, in fairness, I haven't actually read any of these books, and like I said, I'm not against reading them. I'm just more I just don't. Why?
Yeah,
I guess Beauty and the Beast, but why? But I guess Beauty and the Beast is, kidnapping and. stuff as well. So yeah, I think we all just have a bit of Stockholm syndrome buried in there somewhere.
Well, if you've seen some of the dark romances that I've seen, like dark romance isn't my thing at all, but like I'm like reading the back of some of these because we have them in the Babe Book Club, and I'm just like,
oh
my god,
yeah. I just went through the list with Angel the other week because there's another event in Melbourne where a lot of the authors are going, so we were just like working out like which ones we wouldn't have to take up to Sydney, and some of them I'm reading the back of like, no, I'm gonna skip this
not
one.
For me.
Maybe not.
That sounds terrifying. I'm good.
Yeah, because there's like one author, Amor Jones. She is like the coolest chick in person, but she writes the darkest shit. I'm like, I love you, girl, but I cannot.
But
I
no,
cannot read
just
no. I will like have nightmares.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like in fairness, I haven't read them, and like I'm not. You guys do what you want to do. Like I'm not trying to.
Everyone likes a redemption arc. That's what it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like he can be less.
He's not such a bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Hades was fated to be matched to Persephone by the actual fates. Oh, the actual fates. Oh, dear. Yes, the actual fates.
Those bitches.
Oh, those women. Last round, like
I don't think I know that.
Bloated World? Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't. I am really not doing well with pronunciation at the moment. Is Amal El Motar, was he one of the co-authors of
How to Lose Timor?
Yeah. He was. Cool. I knew I recognized the name.
Cool.
Oh, dark romances, that is a whole thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I have. Yes. Oh,
I'm into kinks, but like I have lines and like darkness. I'm not for like non-com.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to go. Thanks for the chat. I hope we'll enjoy April better. I know I will because Neverwhere is a fave. So looking forward to the reread. Oh yes. So we the DD is pronounced it's Welsh. Oh, okay.
That would be why
that
it looks so weird because
that
Welsh is a very strange language.
Yes. Amal is she and yes. Oh. Oops, I didn't realize that. Sorry, Amal. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. So we have that. Now is a good time to talk about it then. I hope that Marlene is still there. Are we still doing an April book?
I guess what do other people think in the chat? Because I feel like even if we end up having to do this sort of thing again where we do April and May, that is something that the three of us can like organize. But it's, do other people want to read Neverwhere? Because if no one else is going to do it and it's just like the three of us,
it's probably not much. Yeah. I mean, we could do it as a buddy read, but I mean, I would love to reread Neverwhere because it is one of my favorite books in the world. So, you know, but I could easily do that anyway. That's a good idea, Lola. Yeah. I enjoy the book club, but you guys also need to take care. So up to you guys. Yeah, we've all kind of just been having a bit of a
we've all had a tough time.
A bit of a difficult time, yeah. But every 2 months could work quite well, I think.
Yeah.
I
I also agree with Erin that I also really want to read Rosewater.
I really want to read Rosewater, and I was planning on reading Neverwhere. Okay.
Rosewater was our
Neverwhere?
May book?
Yeah, May person book every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks?
No,
wow.
She just corrected every 2 months.
Oh, okay. That's right. Cool. I'm like, what? Neverwhere that's the name of the book, by Neil Gaiman. It is a I guess it's fantasy. It's like an urban fantasy.
Urban fantasy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty short as well.
Yeah, it's not huge.
Like it's not a huge book.
I'll just grab it. Hang on. Yeah, so this is my little mass market paperback.
Yeah, so it's going to look bigger as that, obviously.
Oh, okay. It's got a chapter of Anansi Boys in it too. 370 pages for that one.
Can we do the dramatization of the audiobook as well? Like, does that work?
I don't see why not. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's the one that I read.
Is that the one that is actually is that the radio play?
I think that's what it is, yeah. Because he's done quite a few like in that kind of style.
Because there's a radio play. So unlike an audiobook that has like all the narrators that are for the different, but they still have like the non-character speaking parts are still read. Like the radio plays a play, so you miss some of it, but it's really, really good. It's got Benedict Cumberbatch in it, and Natalie Dormer, and not Rupert Giles. Anthony Stewart Head.
Yeah.
It's really good. So we could do that one instead. That would be something different.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Whether it's
raving about Neverwhere, but
whether it's like readily available if people want to look up on various whatever they use and leave a message in the Discord and say whether because if only a couple of us can find that edition, then we're just going to have the same problem that we had with Lost in the Neverwoods, and
I mean, it could just be that people use that as an alternative if they prefer, or if they can find it. We don't.
The story's the same though, right?
Yeah, the story's the same. You just don't get the narrated bits. So they've changed it enough, like a play, so you get the storyline. You just it's just a play instead of a book. I'm just trying to see if I still have it, because I don't know why I wouldn't.
It also has James McAvoy in it as well.
Yes, with his actual Scottish accent.
Yes. Yeah, it's cool. Everyone has like normal English, British accents. It's awesome.
And Idris Elba is in it as well.
Oh, I love his voice.
What am I looking for? Neverwhere. Okay, so apparently I don't have it anymore. I have Never Neverland by Uncle, but that's not the same thing. But anyway, Marlene said this, and what she was actually referring to was a comment that I didn't see. Sorry, Erin. Every 2 months or once a quarter could be a good option. I want you guys to still find this fun and not stressful and pressureful. I think that it's more the live shows that are the thing. So
I think it's really hard to like find a time where all of us can do it.
So even if we do, I mean, we could do a book a quarter or a book every 2 months, or we could do like we've done, like you were saying before, Ellie, and do like what we've done now and still read a book every month and just only do a live show every 2.
Yeah.
Or we could like alternate it and do a live show once a quarter and do the other conversations at the end of each month on the Discord, or something. Because I don't know, obviously, about you two, but I personally feel like the main thing for me is, you don't necessarily want to be like, if you're feeling a bit down or a bit sick or whatever, you don't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
Whereas if I was in the comments, I would feel.
Well, as well, an option is on Discord that there is the like the voice chat option. So in theory, we could do it that way, and people can join in and they can just turn off their mics if they don't want to speak.
That's
and if we're feeling okay and we're happy to talk, but we don't want to be on camera, that's an option, or we can just type it.
Yeah.
As well.
You did sprints on The Voice the other day, didn't you, Lana? How did that go?
Good, I think. I don't know. Meredith, are you still there? I did sprints with Vish and Meredith. We did a couple of sprints. That was okay. It was okay. Like, it worked.
Yeah.
Cool.
You do have to use like one of the chat things to actually
to type
in between if you're muted.
Right.
But we can just do it the same way, where we have one person looking at the chat while we're talking, or or just separate windows.
Yeah. I don't mind either way. A book every 2 months would work too. It's less stress. Yeah. I love his voice. I'm assuming that's about one of the many people I'm talking about from Neverwhere. Idris Elba, I would imagine. Yeah. Pretty sure I grabbed the radio play at some point when I was getting a lot of radio plays.
Yeah.
Sorry, when I was talking about the radio play before, I didn't mean to turn into the teacher Mel and explain every single little, like, you didn't know what a radio play was.
No, that's okay.
If live show's too much, we could just give our general thoughts in the Discord. That's true as well.
Yeah, that is the thing, that it's definitely something that people would have to get used to. And but it does give people the chance, if people wanted to speak up and actually speak, people could do that. And rather than us just talking at you.
Well, do we want to maybe have a bit more of a think about it and let everyone know?
Yeah.
On Discord?
Maybe a poll on Twitter and work out if people want to do every 2 months, or a book every 2 months, or
I'd be happy. I think I'd be happy to read a book a month, but I'm not certain. Maybe, like we were saying, do Discord and then
I think it would be cool to just do a chat on Discord. Maybe try and do it at an organized time. Be okay, between 8 and 10 we're gonna talk about this live, and then you can leave comments early or later, and that sort of thing.
That sounds good. Well, like we said, we'll put a poll or something, but does everyone want to read Neverwhere in April? I mean, we're already in April, or do we want to maybe just skip April and go straight to May? Maybe open it up to special guests to help out. I volunteer. No, thanks, Lana.
I mean, we could do that if it comes to it, and one of us
that idea too.
We could be does anyone want to jump on instead?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
As well. Yeah, it's a book club. It's not just us.
Yeah, exactly.
We want your thoughts.
Yeah, please.
I'm sure people get sick of me being like, I hated that character. She was immature little shit, and I just wanted to punch her in the face.
No, it's funny.
Yeah,
can't get
it was just those two. They just happened to be back to back, and then they all just happened to be in the one live. Usually, I love the books that we
read. Yeah, these were kind of some doozies. These months.
Anyway, we'll put a poll in Discord and.
But I would love to do special guests. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Definitely.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so we've kind of left it very up in the air. Sorry, everyone. But yes, we'll put a poll and you can let us know what you want to do.
Yeah.
That would look lovely as a pillow cover.
What word?
It's always good to have rant. I'm sort of assuming that your whole rant about I
would wear that as a t-shirt.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
You are not 7 hours late, but you are late, and we're.
It's okay.
But it's
we'll
okay.
Forgive you.
We don't mind you being late, but the only reason why I said that is because we're pretty much finishing up.
Does anyone have any last thoughts that they want to throw out there in the chat? Or I have thought about like owning an Etsy store for like our cow. Like our cow logo, because I love it so much. Same. If anyone wants bookmarks of that, please let me know, because I would 100% send you one for free.
Or also t-shirts, because I can make that shit happen too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we
or
can't
anything
see,
really.
But I actually put the background is.
Yeah, we should get mugs, because
we get mugs.
Yeah.
The background is actually the cow. You can't see, but like.
Oh yeah, I saw it before you'd come on that it was just the cow, and it was just like, oh.
So after the other day when I tried to do sprints with more than 6 people and I couldn't because I wasn't paying for. I finally paid for it, and now I can custom make my own backgrounds.
That's so
cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, let's read. I think we've got enough people saying that
they want to.
They'll read April.
Cool. All right.
And Erin's came up like after Meredith, even though like.
Oh.
So like I think Erin's super keen for Rosewater. I am too.
I have it here somewhere. I have it right there. It needs to be read.
Yeah. Like I'm happy to read that. But yeah, we'll think about in terms of a live show or whatever.
Yeah. We'll okay, cool. We'll say definitely reading the books, and we'll just put a poll on.
We'll work out.
But
I love that you would wear Last to Read merch.
Yeah. I mean, Steph made a bunch of merch for her series, whatever that was called, the series continuation. I can't remember what she was calling.
The
final book support group. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I mean, we could get stickers.
We could totally.
And then we could do we can create a postcard or something, and then send bookmarks and shit at Christmas. I think.
Yeah.
Watch this.
That sounds so cute.
Watch this
space. Yeah, it's like a Last to Read Secret Santa. We'll just all send. Everyone will get a different person to send something to.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, a cow bookmark. Yes, please.
Okay,
seriously, I feel like people are telling us that they would pay us money to send them things
like a cow.
With a cow.
Oh, I just love Meredith.
Ooh, yes.
We'd do it.
We all need this.
If we ever joined all together, though, I would be so down to get a group tattoo of cow.
Yeah,
just a massive cow on our back.
Try to pick one first, and then we can all work out kind of
Oh, Erin.
I love you so much, Erin.
Sorry, Lola, I totally missed your actual question.
Who's the author, Lana? I can't remember the name.
Tade? Is it Tade something?
I think it's
Tade Thompson.
There you go. And it's adult,
futuristic. Is it a first contact?
Oh, Tade.
Set in Nigeria in 2066.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's it's alien-y stuff. Very different from what we've read before, I think. Which
I'm very hopeful that it's better than Lagoon, because I hated that one. But since then, I've learned a lot more about the. I felt like I was very naive and just ignorant. Sorry. Of Nigeria and the people and the culture, so I know a little bit about it now. So I feel like I would
be a bit more.
A bit better.
Yeah.
Erin thinks it's pronounced Tade.
We will look that up before we do the live show.
So let's call it a night with, we will definitely read or listen to Neverwhere, and we will definitely read Rosewater.
And apparently we're going to start
and that we're going to sell you all random pals.
Yeah. Just, give us a few weeks and we'll have the Etsy store set up. And,
totally.
A
few months. Whatever. I've read The Murders of Molly Southburn from Human Loved It, and also from Far From the Light of Heaven. Ooh, okay.
I honestly only knew of Rosewater.
I hadn't even heard of it until you guys put it as one of the options. But I'm very excited to read it. April and May are set then. April and May are set. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think we were going to, I think June is set too, because I think we were going to do The Witch King, which we put off because we couldn't.
Yeah, I think we'll check that and make sure that it's like being released here as before we 100%.
100%, yeah. But it would be good to still read that, I think. All right, okay. I guess we're going to do that thing then.
Okay.
The Last to Read Etsy store is on its way.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be so disappointed if we don't actually do it now.
We have to do it.
I'm going to be disappointed if we don't actually do it.
I was always going to get us mugs and a t-shirt, but if other people want them too, and these quotes, and if you guys hear anything that we just utter, and you're like,
we have to have that.
Something we utter. And you guys want that on a t-shirt, please let us know.
For sure.
All right. I mean, we've got to have one about cows being best friends.
That's true. Yes.
Oh, I also 100% would use that.
Yes. Mugs.
Just leave all your ideas in the Discord and we'll make everything.
Yeah.
We should start a Last Read Etsy store and then channel, and people can just dump all their ideas in there.
Yeah. 100%.
Cow mellow melt.
What's
do it? You can never have enough mugs. Yeah,
I agree.
That is 100% true.
What is that?
I'm gonna look this up and see.
And I need a bookish related cup for my bookmarks because I've only got alloys.
So cute. When it comes up, it's just it makes no sense in the contents because it's a bake.
Oh.
So I don't know I don't know if that's what
cow mellow melt. Maybe we just have to make, you can get those
I mean, we can make cow-shaped cookies and just send them around to people.
We get those cupcake mug things. Maybe we have one of that, except that it's a cow mug and then it's got all the stuff to make the mellow.
I hope you all know there's going to be kitten merch as well.
Oh yeah,
all of our cats are going to have to appear.
Yeah. You get the peanut mug and the Percy mug.
Plushies. We all have multiple cats.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a stuffed toy. Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I've seen them. But
apparently Tad is pronounced Tad.
Oh,
okay.
Tad. Okay. That should be easy enough to remember.
I will endeavour to remember it. I'm terrible.
Yeah, no, we're not going to remember. Erin at the start of the live show was going to be yeah,
I told you guys. Sorry, squishy mellow.
Squishmallow. Oh yeah, it's it squishes and then it expands back.
Oh yeah.
Can we get a cow one and it's a happy and a sad cow, and then you just turn it inside out the one you got.
Praxis.
Yeah.
Yes, 100% would like that. But as a cow, that would be so cute. And then that's how we will rate all of the books. We don't say anything. We just come onto our live shows this is it.
into my socks.
and then anyone like stumbling across our channels is just like,
oh, I feel so bad for anyone who comes in like in our next live show and hasn't seen this one and is like, what on earth has happened?
What is going on here?
I feel like we say that every live.
The chaos just spirals. It gets worse every time.
It would totally work. No. Thank you.
Thank you
very much. Now we have no excuse.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where would you like put your hands in the
in the others. That's totally normal. Like
oh dear.
I love this chat.
We're gonna have to do like an unveiling of all this now.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna.
We should go.
I think I'm gonna call it before we get any more crazy. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you
for contributing to the like. Yeah.
Oh, we are. We're 100%. In like a week, we're just gonna turn up in the Discord. We will have been missing the entire time. We're just gonna be like, we've had thousands of ideas. We haven't slept in a week. We're like Sheldon in that gift.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so welcome.
It's gonna be the fun of us being able to actually meet in person.
Yes,
that's what it's gonna be.
Yes.
How cool would it be to just like have the Last to Read book club in person?
That would be amazing.
Like with all of us, just meet somewhere where there's
I also love Erin. I just want Erin to know how much I love you and all of your ideas.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there's a new book box. We just send out the book we're going to read and just lots of cow merch.
Yep. Oh dear, you guys are amazing.
One day.
One day.
One day. We don't. One day. Yeah. When you've all purchased our random cow thing.
Yeah. We've got enough to like buy a really nice like hotel for the day.
Yeah.
Then.
Yes. Yeah. Amazing idea.
Okay.
I really am going to put the end to this broadcast. Thank you again.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.